All right, folks. So imagine that you wake up one day and you realize, wait a minute, every bit of my assets, all of my money, everything I have in terms of stuff is tracked, is monitored, is allowed or disallowed. Now, I know that there are people out there that want you to just be scared. You hear that and you think, oh my gosh, I don't want that in my life. But we have to be level-headed. We're living in a digital world now. We grew up differently than the kids now. Things are changing. Some stuff is inevitable. We are headlong into what's coming in terms of a digital currency, and we need to find out what's scary, what's not scary. We need to find out what we can push back on, what we can't, and do our best to hedge our bets, hang on, tooth and nail, clawing for every inch of freedom we can. And so this is the reality we live in.
Yep. I mean, we've gone from cassette tapes to Spotify. We've gone from checkbooks to Venmo. What's next? You know? Well,
and excuse me. Hey, everybody, I'm Brad.
And I'm Christa.
And we are Brad and Christa. So here's the thing, folks. We grew up in a time where I went looking around in gas station parking lots for bottle caps and bottles and anything I could grab that was physical and go recycle it, and they would give me candy. You could trade things for money. Now everything is software and, zeros and ones on a spreadsheet somewhere and digital blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's gone. It's pretty nutty, honestly. I mean, gone are the days. I mean, our cars are slightly older, but most cars now don't have CD players, let alone cassette players.
Remember that one we had with an 8-track player?
Yes, I do.
What was that one 8-track that we had? It was left in the car.
I don't remember, but was it a 70s? I think it was a 78 Buick. I don't know.
Le Sabre.
Some huge boat, 4-door. You could fit 4 people in the trunk. I mean, it was just
a 4-trunker.
It was a 4-body trunk is what I jokingly call those kind of cars.
The one 8-track that was in the glove compartment was Bobby Vinton.
I don't even know who that is.
He was a big star.
Okay. I believe you. I just don't know.
I don't remember. I say he was a big star, and now I'm going, I don't remember the hit.
Yeah.
I don't remember his
hit. I don't know. I bet, though, people who watching will say, he did this song.
I love that song.
He's a great artist. I don't even remember who he is.
Well, I had high hopes. Maybe it could have been like, Kenny Rogers or Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton.
Oh.
Islands in the street.
That'd be even better.
We can't say anymore. We'll get sued.
No, that would be even better, but...
So, things for us have changed.
Absolutely.
We grew up when there was actually a computer in your home. That would have been foreign until we were like late teenagers, early teenagers. Then, you could maybe afford a Commodore 64. And then you had the watches with the little thing. I mean, most of us didn't even have calculators that were digital calculators until we were...
High school.
Yeah.
High school, yeah.
Now, everybody carries around a pocket computer.
Yeah.
Everything is AI powered now. And money is vapor. Money is money. And so today, I wanted to talk a little bit about what it looks like moving forward for people in our generation.
Yeah.
Because I got to tell you, folks, we need to get educated. Yeah,
we do. Because, we don't want to be blindsided by, what is coming, possibility of what is coming. It could hit us like a freight train if we're not paying attention.
Well, and I think a lot of people already have no idea what's coming. And a lot of people don't want to know because it's a little confusing and a little scary.
trust me when I say I do understand that, because this is very confusing. And I was watching some stuff and I was like, my brain really hurts. It's like
like a brain swole.
I would rather go out and work in the garden than have to deal with this topic.
I would too. Mm-hmm. But if we don't have at least a basic understanding, we're going to get rolled.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
So today I want to actually take a few minutes and talk about some of the stuff that is confusing and break it down to where some numbskull like me can actually think about it. Right? A ding-dong like me, monkey in a tree, whatever. Sure. So we need to first start out with what has historically been money.
Right.
Because right now there's basically 4 types of money. You've got currency-based money, okay? Meaning it's stuff.
Commodity-based.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said currency.
Yes.
It's correct.
Comedy.
Comedy
Yeah, it
money.
really is a comedy. No, commodity-based.
Yeah, where it's actually a thing.
Yes. There's something there, and then there's commodity-backed.
Right. We're going to get to that.
Yep.
We're going to get to that. But
it's fresh in my mind, so I don't want to forget it.
we'll go over it. But commodity means stuff.
Yeah.
Whether it's seashells.
Salt.
Salt has been traded as actual money. Gold, silver, all the main things, right?
Right.
It means that I have this thing and you have that thing, and I want to trade this thing for that thing, and you do it.
Right.
Right? Governments don't like that because they don't know what you're doing.
Right.
It's not trackable.
Right.
Not manipulatable as much.
Right.
Right?
Right. It's why barter has been poo-pooed upon in a lot of societies.
Well, a lot of governments. Now you've got partially backed commodities, which means the banks no longer have to have all the money.
Right.
The stuff, the seashells or the gold or whatever. They don't have to have all of it. They can have some of it on hand, and then they can issue you like a promissory note.
Right.
That's a lot like our dollars are now.
Right.
But there's this thing called fractional reserve banking where they don't have to have a lot of it. They can just have less and less and less and less. And it's getting to the point where it's basically vapor. I'm sorry.
No, you're not wrong. It's
our system. Now, this is opinion. And by the way, neither of us are financial counselors. We're not going to give you financial advice.
No. I can balance a checkbook.
We're people concerned.
Yes.
Looking at where things are and where they're going.
Yeah.
So what I see when I see money, our currency, our dollars, our paper, whatever you want to call it, fiat for some of you guys will say.
Right.
What I see is this system is completely based on trust, faith, that it's going to work.
Right. And that it's going to be there.
Right. Inflation. Why does it go up when I worked the same amount of hours and gave the same amount of effort, but now that dollar that used to buy a candy bar no longer buys a candy bar?
Right. Now you need 4 of those to buy a candy bar.
Inflation.
Yeah.
Now, we needed to say those 2 types of money, I'm throwing up the air quotes,
Sure.
to get to the 2 new kinds. Well, they're not new, but they're the ones that are getting a lot of traction now. You've got private ledger money and public ledger money. And so let's talk about public ledger money.
Well, I mean, public ledger. You guys should know what a public ledger is. It's seeable. It's viewable by everyone. It's out there. The public can view it. It is a tracking device or a spreadsheet of sorts that people can look at and see, oh, well, so-and-so, Bobby gave Timmy, 30,000 Bitcoin, whatever. But it's trackable. You can see who gave what. There's low instances of theft.
They can't.
They can't steal it. You can give it to somebody, but they can't take it without your knowledge or without everyone's knowledge.
Right. And the thing about that, yeah, people thought Bitcoin is completely private. Well, no, there's a ledger.
Right.
There's a ledger of every transaction.
Right.
Now, the reason why governments don't necessarily like that is because they have no say over it.
No, they don't.
They have no say over it, and they can't manipulate it.
Right.
They can't edit that spreadsheet.
Right. I did learn a new term called decentralized. That's what that means. Decentralized is where it is not trackable, not trackable, not controllable by any one entity.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then what you have is what is being pushed. This is really where we're going to spend a lot of our time. CBDC. Have you guys heard of that term? CBDC. Central Bank.
Yes.
Digital currency.
Right.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I had heard of it. I had heard the term, but I didn't know what it meant.
And it just sounds like digital dollars.
Sure. Well, it was just like, what is this? It honestly, I thought, well, is this a Canadian thing? I honestly thought that's what it was. And no, but just because of the initials, but it was, centralized, whatever. Central Bank digital currency. Yeah. So.
Well, that is different than Bitcoin in that it has a private ledger. Now, that means that it's kind of like the same spreadsheet. It's all there. Yeah. It can be viewed and tracked, but not by the general public.
Right.
Only the government can.
Entity.
The government issuing agency can look at the ledger, but here's where it gets a little wacky. Not only is it like they can see what you bought and sold, so you're completely not anonymous there.
Right.
Like, let's say that you wanted to buy something that was a little embarrassing.
How dare you? Yeah.
You cannot do that completely anonymously.
No.
There are people who would know. Okay? So, private ledger means they can still see it. But here's where it gets really wacky. They can edit it. Meaning, let's say that they want to do a stimulus.
They want to boost the economy. Yep.
They go, poof, I'm a politician and I'm buying your votes today. Did I say it like that?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. I'm a politician and today I'm buying your votes and it's only going to cost $1,000 for every taxpayer. It's because I'm giving everybody $1,000 and bam, it's in your account. And that sounds pretty good. But what happens if your politician is not the politician that is making laws and rules and regulations that you like? Let's say that's somebody else. And they go, well, you know what? Hate to tell you, Christa, but you are the wrong gender and skin color, so you don't get that $1,000. But they do. Because I'm buying their votes today.
Right.
And that is possible with a private ledger money system. And let's say that they screwed up the economy. They can go, oh my gosh, we messed things up real bad. Let's just flood the market with this. They can do that. Or they can take things away and shift it.
Well, and then they also, if they have that power over the CBDC, they can...
Or with the CBDC.
Yes. They can allow or disallow certain purchases.
You are
certain
spot on.
Categories of purchases.
Let's say that you like barbecuing.
I do like barbecuing.
Look at me. I'm built for barbecuing. Right? But
give me a good brisket sandwich. I'm happy. Especially from Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's. Oh, yeah. Don't get me started.
I know.
Okay. But let's just say that there's a charcoal that they use to make those brisket sandwiches that the politician that is in charge at the time says, no, that's destroying this, or that, and it's killing fish in a pond somewhere in wherever. Okay, well, but they can then say no purchases of this are allowed. And it's just a few clicks away. Click, click, click. Think about that for a second.
I have. Yeah.
Let's say that you're maybe a little bit.
Oh, sure.
I'm talking about me.
No. Yes, I understand where you're going with that.
But they say, oh, wow, look at the purchases Brad has made when it comes to chocolate.
Or potato chips.
They're like, no.
No.
You're only allowed to buy X amount of chocolate this month. I'm sorry.
Gosh.
And it would just be some nameless, faceless thing that you're at the grocery store and the lady there goes, I'm sorry, you're going to have to put those back. Why? Well, it says here you're not allowed to purchase those with CBDC currency. Okay, no problem. I'll take dollars. We don't take dollars anymore.
It reminds me of a movie. Okay, let's go back to the movie The Island.
The Island.
The Island, yes. You've won the lottery. Now you get to go to the island. You remember, he wakes up in the morning.
Oh, the bacon
he
scene.
uses the restroom. It scans his pee, his urine, okay? And then he goes to the food line and, oh, sorry.
You're over.
You're over because you have too much sodium in your diet. You can't have any bacon.
Sorry, no bacon.
You can only have this glop.
No soup for you. You're right.
Yeah. And that movie came out, 20 years ago?
Oh, gosh. It's a good movie.
It's a great movie. Startling, but, it's a good movie.
But you may say, boy, that sounds scary. I don't care if people know what I buy or what I don't buy because I'm going to follow the rules. I'm a rule follower. Well, I can tell you this, and I want people to hear this. The person that you like that may be in charge now might not always be in charge.
Sure.
And you may like the person who's making the rules right now. But what if it was somebody you didn't like? Would you be all gung-ho for the system then?
No.
That's a big question.
Right. That's a huge question because it's whoever is in charge
makes the rules.
And that's, not, if the rules that they're making don't flow with your conscience, your moral compass, right? Then what do you do? What do you do?
Nothing. Because what can you do?
It's already implemented. You voted it in. It's already there. You got to deal with it now. And
I got to tell you guys, this is not about privacy as much as you may think. Because some folks go, well, I just stay in the lane. I don't have a problem with that. Well, what happens, like I said before, when the rules change?
Right.
Because they can. And here's a question for you. If you're a person that goes, well, I like and trust the people that are in government right now or not, either way, ask yourself, let's look back at about 500 years of history or maybe even 1,000 years of history and ask yourself, did everybody do the right thing when it comes to government? I don't care if you're Native American. There's plenty of instances of them being brutal.
Oh, sure.
Aztecs, Americans, Europeans, Africans. People are people are people.
Yes.
I don't care what skin color you are. I don't care how old you are. People mess up. People put themselves first.
Right.
And now all that they're doing with this CBDC is they're just making the way that resources and manpower are managed for them is a lot easier.
Yeah. And, greed is not a new problem.
No.
This has been since the garden. This has been since forever. This is a sin issue.
It's a heart issue.
It is a heart issue.
So here's the big thing that I think we need to chew on for today. I got to tell you guys, I'm going to look over that camera because this is an important moment. It's inevitable. Mm-hmm. If Jesus does not come back soon, it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Because people are people, greed is still greed, lust is still lust, still sin is still sin. Mm-hmm. We don't live in a Star Trek world where everything is utopian and people float around in clouds and do the right thing all the time. No. People still mess up, they fall, they fail, they sin, mm-hmm. and they're not going to give up control unless they have to.
Right.
Well, guess what? They're going to sell it. They're going to sell it like this. Think of all the crime that we can solve if we can track what everybody's doing.
Sure.
They never say the downside.
Mm-mm. No. There's lots of pros and cons to the CBDC. The pros being there's less theft.
There is.
There's less theft, but there's more control. So... Which do you want?
Yeah, you got to make up your mind.
Yeah.
How you want to live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because once it gets implemented, I don't think there's anything going back. There's no going back.
No.
I don't think so.
The increase in the countries that have, they're exploring the CBDC for their country has gone up. Exponentially,
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just in the last 2 years. So from, I can't remember what it was in 2020. I want to say it was like
20 countries, something. It was small.
It was a small amount of countries, maybe 35. But then from 2020 to 2023, it went up to 114. And then from 2023 to now, it's 134. So just in 2 years, 20 more countries have added that as an exploration. And there's probably 20 countries now that have implemented it.
And it's not just exploring.
Right.
They're implementing.
Yes.
So I guess for me, the thought is, if you're okay with this life, mm-hmm. the idea that everything you do is tracked and it's monitored, and if you want other people to have control over who you are and what you do mm-hmm. and what you consume and what you're allowed to consume, 15-minute cities, if you're okay with that, I bet you a central bank digital currency looks great.
Sure.
But what if I want to buy charcoal and it's not on my list?
Or diesel.
Ooh.
Because of the kind of car I drive.
I got to tell you what, I make my own charcoal. I could show you how. Mm-hmm. It's actually pretty easy.
It's pretty easy,
Yeah. And it's the best charcoal ever. Yeah. But point is this, if that is not on the list.
Mm-hmm. Not on the approved list.
You've got to be mm-hmm. either pushing back now where you're saying, hey, politicians, I don't want this.
Right.
Or if you're cool with it, you're cool with it. Let the majority speak.
Let the people decide whether they want to be in that or not. It should not be forced. It should be a choice.
Right. But, sorry, I just decided to chew ice for some random reason. Sorry, excuse me. But you got to think about, part of this is, excuse me. The banks want it because it's easier for them. Mm-hmm. Everything is then connected globally. Everything is connected, and it's just keystrokes. Mm-hmm. They get to make more money with less effort.
Yeah.
The governments get more control with less effort. Mm-hmm. The people don't have as much control over your own lives. It's just, that's how it is.
Yeah.
Now, that's one of the reasons why they're demonizing Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm. Because they don't have there's no regulation on it. They have no control over it. Now,
I think I know, again, we're not money managers, but we're looking at this from the perspective of, I'm a little bit older. Mm-hmm. I actually care about what's happening mm-hmm. more than I did when I was 20.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
We live in central Wisconsin for a reason, mm-hmm. and that's because we would rather have less control in our lives, not mm-hmm. more.
Mm-hmm. And more freedoms. Yeah.
So you know how I feel. Mm-hmm. How do you feel?
I definitely am of the mindset of pushing back on using that. I mean, so I was talking to our daughter and just had said, hey, I got Venmo today or finally. And I said, I got Venmo so that I could send, money to the kids when they need it or if whatever. She's like, well, finally. I'm like, wow, I'm not that far out of the loop, but
We are
with regards to the 20-somethings kids, 20s and 30-somethings, because that's how everything is, I need to borrow some money. I'll just Venmo you.
Click.
Yeah,
on your phone.
It takes seconds to do it.
Which that is an upshot.
Yeah.
That is an upshot.
That is an upshot, yes.
But it's also not so great.
No, you can implement a few of those things, I think, in your life, but definitely push back on the CBDC, the centralized banking digital currency.
I don't like anything that the government can manipulate.
Bingo. I don't either. Which
means a lot of stuff that they're doing right now.
Right, because they're still tracking. Yeah. Oh, this is really funny. So with that conversation I had with our daughter, you can't send the money unless you say what it's for.
What?
Yep. You can't send the money unless you say what it's for. So I put in there beeswax. It's none of their business. Next time, I might just put Nunya.
Well,
yeah.
I think as Gen Xers, for me, the big takeaway here is if we have a choice, we need to diversify ASAP.
Absolutely.
And again, not a money manager. This is not advice to anybody.
Right.
This is talking to me and my wife. Mm-hmm. I think we need to diversify as much stuff as we can, get that's worth trading. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, if I had a bunch of guitars, if for example, I had a bunch of guitars.
If only.
If only, right? There's only a limited amount of people that may want one of those guitars. Mm-hmm. I may go, hey, I got a guitar that's worth $1,000. I want to trade it for all that food. And somebody goes, I don't play guitar.
Right.
I don't want it.
I don't have use for that. Yeah.
But if I had stuff that was valuable that you can trade, money,
right.
I might want to diversify what I've got. Don't forget, look back at what happened with the pound in Britain. And the whole mess with how that changed over. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a big mess.
And
the rate of transfer was like only a small percentage of what you were going to get back.
Now, here's another question I have. And for you guys watching, I think it's inevitable. I think it's coming.
Unfortunately, I think so too.
So diversify in terms of how to hedge against all this craziness. I personally think it's one thing and one thing only is stuff. Mm-hmm. If you have things that people want. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, here's the final thing, and I think this is the ultimate overall thing, period. And I know that not everybody is going to get into this, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. But this is who we are. There's no fear.
No.
Because we trust in God.
Right.
Period, end of story, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. We're looking ahead, trying to be as prepared as we can, not because we live in fear,
right,
but because we have a Savior, and I want to live as long as I can so that I can share the gospel with as many people as I can. Not to save my own skin,
right,
but so that we can share the gospel. Well, guess what? If I can't trade and buy and sell in the system, then I need to be able to figure out another way to do it so that I can share the gospel with more people.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. We're keeping our heads up.
Yeah.
And not living in fear.
No, because we know who's in control of all of it. So.
Amen. All right, Christa. Well, I think We're going to talk more about this stuff in the future. This
Yeah.
is kind of like the big, broad brush stroke.
Right. This isn't all we'll talk about, but
No.
our topics that we have coming up are very broad.
Us
It's just a conversation.
age bracket centric.
Yes, it is us age bracket centric, however you said that.
I think you just said it exactly the same.
Probably did. Yeah.
You did a great job.
Oh, thanks.
And you look fabulous.
Oh, thanks.
Heck yeah.
But yes, we're going to have many conversations and want you guys to be involved. So
Jump in.
yeah.
Oh, don't forget to do
The thumbs up. If you like this video, please don't hesitate to share it with your friends, like it, subscribe to our channel. It truly helps our family out. I'm Krista, and he's Brad. And you have a blessed and amazing day.